Hello, brothers and sisters. Of light and dark. I just got up in the middle of the night. I'm the Emerald Pillar King. We got two topics we're talking about today. This is therapeutic purposes only. Please understand that. Therapeutic purposes only. We're asking questions here. No one's bullying people. People make gestures that they're comedians, and no policies are broken here. All right? So, how you like my hat? You like my hats, guys? Two topics for today we're going to be talking about. Is Trump a racist, and is majority or white people in general racist? Okay, which we can talk about either of those things. In the meantime, I'm just going to show off a little bit. Wait till you guys get in here. I'm not a popular dude on the TikTok because I get banned a lot for talking about things, facts, and common sense because I'm an indigo child. I don't have sense. I'm a god and you're a god too, but your mindset has to think that yourself is a god. You're not a god if you don't believe yourself as a god. But you all are gods indirectly regardless of what you think and how you feel. So, today's topic, again, I repeat, I will post my information down below. Here we go. We're going to try this again, okay? Because I know TikTok got a hold on the revenue, the viewer feeds, and all that. Okay, the subscriptions, the promotions. I understand they got control. But I'm on multitudes of different platforms, people. I'm not just on one. I spread myself wide and thin on all sorts of platforms. So no one can actually capture my moment of eccentricness or indigo childlike status, okay, right? So basically, when I post something on the internet, I don't like somebody copying off my shit, right? But you know, YouTube and people who have money and capital, they can actually take your idea and twist it in their own fashion. Like Kevin Samuels, he took some stuff from me, and I said, hey, you know, you just mentioned my name. He did mention me in some subliminal terms like schizo and virginity and polygyny. But he didn't talk about the pimpology too much because he don't know nothing about the pimpology. He really don't, okay? Because I talk to them, okay? But anyway, as I said before, we're going to talk about two topics for today. I'm going to post my information down below, and then you'll be able to find me if you want. I do have a Patreon, and if you haven't had a so-called alpha father in your life, okay, you can get in touch with me, definitely. I'm a very eccentric person. That means I do not act accordingly to like everyone else. So if you are not the type of person who have an open mind, skedaddle, remove yourself off my shit, please. Remove yourself. If you don't want no therapy and you don't need therapy, you don't think I need therapy or something, just get yourself out of here. Alright? Okay, so I'm a therapist. I went to college for 2 years for psychology. You didn't know that. Oh, okay, you didn't know that. I also have my own little degrees on the wall here. You don't know that. Okay, you don't know nothing about me now here. But we are going to talk about why Trump, people say, is a racist. And do we believe that all white people are racist? We going to talk about those two things? Okay. Now, a little bit about me, my background. I'm born in 1974. So most millennials are not going to respect me in my groove and my savagery, okay? You know, they're not going to respect it. They're not going to understand what common sense is when I give it to them, okay? You know, what is the thing say? You can't handle the truth. You can't, no. Millennials can't handle the truth. They can't. They cannot handle it. I want to ramble on a little bit before I get to the topic. I'm going to try to keep it down under the nitty-gritty, under 10 minutes, unless someone starts to talk. I posted my information there. I posted my Patreon. Also, I'm going to post my YouTube so you would know how to find me. I am going to record this, and also, I wish there was a way to have some, you know, the captions on the bottom. I wish it was, but you can't do that live, okay, you know. But I don't break policy. I get banned for just saying shit, okay, or virginity, okay, or polygyny, okay. But it's okay, because I'm on multitudes of platforms. All right, okay. So now since we know that I'm safe, okay, rather than sorry, I know TikTok, who's watching me, you're going to be banning my shit, and I ain't say shit wrong. Go ahead, keep doing it. I'm already doing the magic, guys. I did the magic for Elon Musk, for Twitter, for Joe versus Wade. I did a lot of magic, and my shit comes to life, because I really do have the magic. That's why I can't be around people. People want to be my friend, okay? They want to be associated to an indigo child. Indigos don't need friends, peoples. Indigo children don't need friends. How you been? QT, Can Swifty. How you been? What's going on? I'm your only therapist on the internet. I'm the only indigo schizo child on the internet right now. I tried, I scoured and looked. There are so many people who think there's this and they think they're that. It's okay, okay? It's completely fine. And what I see on the screen is not real people's. TikTok controls all algorithms, viewership. YouTube does this too now. Me, I always blow up. I was on MySpace when it came out. Y'all don't know it's MySpace? Y'all don't know nothing about no MySpace, babies? Okay, MySpace, I blew up. I was making $1,000 a month because of my persuasion, my way of talking, okay? My bourgeois, okay? You know, I'm old school. I'm Gen X. That's a little bit about me. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Born in 1974. I learned a bit thing or two from Pimps and Italians during the days of the 80s, which you could not walk outside in Brooklyn because you will most likely get shot, okay? Because you're outside in Brooklyn, New York. You can't walk outside. I could tell you loads of stories off the top of my head. Okay, but this video is basically going to be like this. If you want to come into my video to do chat, please understand the conversation is going to be focused on those two things. Is Trump a racist? Okay, are all white people racist? All right, so far I'm seeing how I'm trying to check here. I want to see how, I can't see how long I'm talking, which they should be putting everything you possibly need, but it's not up there. Okay, let me see something here. How do I know how long I've been talking? Let me see. So, here we go. 6 minutes. It says I was talking for 6 minutes. It was a good connection. I had better internet. I'm also moving to my new apartment, my new home. My daughters will be here with me because when people follow me, the Emerald Pillar King, the peel that you're supposed to take, you like my hat, guys? The peel that you're supposed to take so you won't be red pill or MGTOW, because MGTOWers and real pillars don't have no knowledge of women. They're beta males. All of them are beta males. They complain. Okay. They'll talk about a woman, but don't talk about the psychology. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, QT Clan Swifty. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all people got to speak. You people got to speak out there. If you don't speak, you store in this anger and resentment and animosity for no apparent reason, guys. Look what I'm going to do. Look, I'm going to turn off the light. You see that shit? Don't that look cool? I'm like the motherfucking Emerald Pillar fucking Undertaker. I'm like the Fiend. Look, hey, look, I'm an Irishman boy. I'm an Irishman boy. People don't understand that no one is one race anymore. You know the white man's already mastered the ability to crossbreed generations so we can forget about slavery thing, you know? Y'all watch Vikings? Who watch Vikings? So, we already understand the concept. Let me see. Let me join you in here. But if you want to join, please, I just want you to understand. We are talking about two topics. I want to try to stay on the topics because I am a therapist. Yes, a bona fide. I don't got my degree. So let me make it, I just like psychology and also eugenetics. If I join you in my stream, okay, please keep the topic short or you're a good listener. You're a good listener. It's better to be a good listener to learn. Okay, this is more wiser to ask questions and to be a good listener. And then you can ask questions about anything you want. So if I do join you, okay, I'm just saying hello to you, Sue, okay, Deb Sue, okay, how you been, what's going on? Okay, I'm a comedian, I'm too many things to list, okay, I cannot hang with people. I cannot do people, but I can do virtual, I can do a virtual alpha father, you know, I'm a therapist, I'm a counselor, I am a community leader, I'm like Charleston White, okay, you know, he talks about a whole bunch of shit that's dark psychology. He's trying to get, at least like Candace Owens and Larry Elder. I'm not hating on black folks. There are different ways of helping black folks. And a lot of people look at them as racist or coons or some shit. You call me one of them too. Because I'm not down for either side. I'm just trying to pull out the facts here. There are more whites that's getting killed by the gun than blacks. Did y'all know that? Statistics, yeah. Yeah, y'all gotta watch that. Black Lives Matter has been a fraud now. Candace Owens exposed them. Okay, you know, she cares about blacks. Yeah, well, they're out there too. Though there is racism still prominent in America by about 30%, because I used to be a personal care aide. I used to be a personal care aide, peoples. There was some people, it's mainly white folks I had to take care of. That's weird, right? I didn't have to take care of no black folks all that much. I only had to clean their house a little bit, but trust me on this. To be a personal care aide, okay, is usually taking care of white folks. That's going back to slavery time. I feel it. I see you live when you later, okay, join, because I was late and stuff like that tomorrow, okay. Yeah, I'm not usually on here, so this is a rare occasion, dog. I'm not always on here. You can actually check my YouTube. I do have a YouTube, and you can follow me from there. I'm gonna definitely join you again, okay. I can pin you in the comment in that section now, okay. But trust me on this, man. I can't talk too much on here because they'll take my shit down. Because I'm swearing, and I'm like, swearing should be allowed. If they say no swearing and they demonetize your videos just because, they lose money. They automatically lose money because there's a lot of children's so-called channels and stuff which swears in it just a little bit, and they can't be racist or prejudiced, so they have to go through a whole new pathology. So I'm gonna post here my YouTube, and I do have a Patreon. I do have patrons. Only the elite follow me because they understand me, and I don't like most people. Most people are like, to me, are very biased. They're NPCs. They cannot think outside the box. Okay, so I know you're writing me stuff. Okay, I see it. So I'm definitely going to join you again. Cool. But other than that, I'm not always on here. I do not have a schedule. You're not going to get rich. The only people who are rich on TikTok, YouTube, or anything, they have connections. They have money and capital. They have ability to promote, and it takes a lot of overhead. A lot of overhead. You got to think about that. A lot of overhead. You got to be careful what you're doing because you can get your channel. They can have you by the noose. They can have you by the neck because, oh, you making us money, but we don't want you saying shit. How you gonna make more money, man? You can't make more money, okay? If people want to, what they should do, these YouTube channels, they should be boycotting people who are trying to boycott you to protect their interests, right? You're not talking about anything racist. You know they're a comedian, okay? You getting sensitive. No. YouTube and stuff, Facebook is not good for sensitives. Sensitive people should be banned, okay? All right? They should be removed. All right? Sensitive people should be removed. They go like, are you a sensitive person? Then this is not for you. There should be a test or a questionnaire. But anyway, I don't want to talk too long now here because I'm a very astute conversationalist. I talk about too many topics because I'm knowledgeable. I wish that Candace Owens was a virgin, okay, but she's not a virgin, okay, and it's very rare you'll find beautiful dragon Condoleezza Rice type females like her, dark skin. I love that color, right? Once you go black, you don't go black. Right? I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? But I'm the real McCoy on the internet because I have to keep my shit short because they have a tendency of doing it. But let's get on with the topic for today. Are all white people racist? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is a fact. Fact, okay? I'm gonna join you in here. You ready? All right now. Hello, how you been?
Good. How are you, brother man?
I'm doing okay. I'm talking about two topics today. Okay? Two topics today. Is Trump a racist or are all white people racist? Okay? We talking about those two topics. How you been, man?
I'm doing all right, but on my page we don't talk about politics.
It's not about politics.
Well, we're talking about Trump, right? All white
Trump
people are not racist. I could talk about that.
Well, let's go like this. It's not he's a person. Okay? So now I'm not talking about him as a president. Let's say, for instance, you have an image on the internet social media network, right? You get a label, right? You get a label.
Okay.
So we're not going to talk politics here. We're talking about a person, right?
We going to battle while we do this?
Huh?
We going to battle while we do this?
No, I'm just asking. See me, I take the Socratic approach by asking you questions to see where your mindset is at, right? So my question to you is what do you have in your mind about whatever you want to talk about, those two topics, okay? What do you like to talk about?
I'm open just about anything, man. I'm here to battle, though.
Oh, you here to battle? Okay, let me see. How are we going to disagree? The thing I don't like is when people say, I agree to disagree, so they won't have arguments, right? Don't you hate that?
Well, I'm okay to disagree with somebody.
But you know how some people say, oh, I agree, so I don't want to argue. You have to argue about facts, right?
right? So you have to,
Right.
you can't just agree with somebody just to, just to disagree. Okay, you can't agree with someone just to disagree, just to get along. Okay, that's stupid. Okay, I'm like, I'm pointing out facts, and you point out what? Your feelings, your emotions, right? So why
I'm not
would
pointing
someone?
out anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand how people that talk about that philosophy like that say, I'm not agreeing with you. I'm not a part of you. You are on the emotional side. I'm not on the emotional side. I'm just trying to clarify that. I don't believe no one is a racist unless I personally know them, right?
Right.
Now, somebody can say something, right? You took it out of context is very important here. Now, some people may say stuff, but you don't know their mindset when they said that. Okay, so that's a fact, right?
Right. You don't
So when
basically
you
know
say
their
something,
intent, what comes out of their mouth.
yeah, you can't judge people by the content of what they say. You got to know them personally, because sometimes, like for example, I'll give you a great example. The guy, Kevin Samuels. You know Kevin Samuels?
No.
You don't know Kevin Samuels?
I'm
Well,
not going to act like
basically,
I do.
yeah, I'm not going to talk about Trump. I'm just going on a side tangent here. I'm just talking about a guy that I raised up. Everybody know Kevin Samuels as a guru, a person who's like a so-called pimp or status, but he took one piece of my knowledge and flew with it. And you know what he did? He's not that type of person. He was married twice. He had cancer. Okay. He's not a image consultant. Okay. And he has an image to maintain. Okay. Remember, he has an image to maintain now. That's a facade. He is not the real McCoy. I kept telling him, hey, I'm not talking down on the dead. Rest in peace of soul. I tried to protect them from the Red Bull. You know that Red Bull? The high caffeine drinks? Those things can kill you. Be careful. Yes, they can kill you, man. It's too much caffeine for some people's hearts. His heart may have given out, or he may have had. She tried to have some sexual collations with the white girl, the Mexican girl he was with, the yellow bone, and he probably got poisoned. So you gotta be careful with the feminist movement. Okay, see, I'm saying stuff that get me banned here, but I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm just trying to be really careful here. Trust me on this. Sometimes people say things because they're either ignorant about it or they have some kind of ulterior motive. It's not their true intention. It's not them. Okay. And that's how I defend most people when I say, hey, I don't know the person personally. So you can't look at someone and say, I just had some cable guy come into my place and my daughter was there and I was talking. He said, Trump is a racist. I said, how do you know? I asked him. See, when you ask questions, you tend to break apart a person's mindset. You have to understand the break apart. And he said, well, because of the things he said. No, that doesn't make him a racist. If a person comes on the TV and says, hey, I'm with the KKK, do you believe, if they say all this stuff, right? Do you believe that they are racist even though they said, I'm with the KKK? Gotta be careful. There are some KKK members who said, oh, I'm a KKK member, and they're not KKK.
Right.
I'm like, you just wasted our time. You know why they did it? They did it for attention and publicity. How you like my hat? Okay.
It's nice.
Look at this. Don't I look like the Undertaker?
I don't think the Undertaker would ever have green lights on his hat, though.
I know. I'm the Emerald Pillar Undertaker.
I'm a wrestling fan myself, so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I like UFC now. I'm kind of like a real hardcore now. But I love the schematics.
I do it all.
Yeah, I love the wrestling. My friend Chuck, he loves wrestling all of the time. I watch it. I said, what happened to Junkyard Dog? What happened to Razor Ramon? What happened to Ultimate Warrior? I love those guys, man. Rowdy Piper.
Ultimate Warrior's dead.
Yeah, it's sad. And Razor Ramon is dead too. I didn't know that. Did you know he was dead?
Scott Hall's not dead.
Well, they said he died.
Somebody told you wrong.
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, I'm a wrestling fan myself. I'm like, Razor Ramon. I remember that little toothpick in his mouth. I remember it. Yo.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
And you know, the thing is that I believe strongly, I know this, I digress here, but Rock and anybody who's coming from the WWE are terrible actors. Rock should go back to wrestling. And what's that guy's name, John Cena? Don't put him Don't put them in the movies, man. I just say they just terrible actors. Go back to wrestling, man. I wish they just come back. Okay? Do you think they're making more money in the movies than in the wrestling?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought they were making more from wrestling. Okay,
No.
I don't know. Okay, I'm like, why did they leave the wrestling federation to do that? Okay, but anyway, I digress here. Um, I wanted you to understand something. They say there's a magical spell, right, or a curse. Okay, that you may think that every white person. When I hear blacks talking about white people sometimes, and I say all of them are racist. Why would you say that? Why would you say that,
Right.
man? Well, I was helped by more white folks than black folks, man. Okay, so I'm like, why would you say that all whites have some inheritance? Okay, because I heard what's his name, Roland, talk about inherited racism or a genetic trait. He knows nothing about genetics. He knows nothing
Right.
about genetics. I know he doesn't. Roland, you know who Roland is? That black dude with the glass. He's a liberal.
Yeah.
He believes everybody should be, stupid 19 today. Because by force today. So I'm like, hey, you can't say that. You can't say that. Don't say stuff that you don't have no background in. And I study it. And I'm not even a professional.
Right.
And
But hey, brother, I'm on a run, man. Good talking to you.
Okay, man. I love you, man. You take it easy, man. Okay.
All right,
And
you have a good one, man.
you
Be
can
safe
follow my
out there.
information down there below. Okay.
I got you.
All right. Later.
Later now.
Okay.
So, see, we have good conversation here. That's not a problem here. The problem is that I feel that a lot of times questions need to be asked. You can't say all white folks. You can't say the word all. When someone says the word all, okay, they put themselves in a problem, a conundrum that they can't get themselves out because they're emotional. You can't say all. When you say all, that's a problem. Okay, so he wanted to battle me, but there was no battle because I'm not the one that tried to battle when I'm asking questions, right? That's called the Socratic approach technique. You can destroy pretty much most conversations just by asking questions, a pathology of questions upon questions. And this is how you break apart a lot of people's conundrums. Okay, oh, when people say Trump is a racist, I say, but do you know that person? Okay, how do you know? How do you know that all white people have a genetic trait to have a racist gene? They just don't, because you don't know anything about it. You don't know. Okay? And also, there's this thing with a curse, okay? They say that the ancestors of some whites who have ancestors who did terrible things are going to be black in their next life. Hey, wouldn't that be a great thing? Okay, even if it's hypothetical, it doesn't really matter. It's like, let's say if I'm a white person, I have my ancestors who are goddamn white, who did terrible things to blacks. Oh, hell is coming on me. I don't want that karma, right? So how do you get rid of karma with what a family member did who cursed you for a generational curse that is all hypotheticals, right? Hey, how do you get rid of that shit, right? I don't know. I guess the best thing to do is pray that you won't be that race that you did that with your ancestors, right? Okay, so in your next life, you might end up being a black person if you don't atone for your ancestors, okay? So I don't know what I did to be black, okay? I always say this to some crackers that I be talking to. I used to be a personal carrier, and I say, I'm not, hey, I didn't ask to be black. Okay, and they'd start laughing. I say, hey man, I agree with everything. I think all the okay, even feminists, you can do this for feminists. Use dark psychology to understand people's psychologies, right? Does that make any sense? Use dark psychology, guys. Start flipping the roles. Start manipulating for a good purpose to get a good purpose, okay? A bad person. Sometimes manipulation is good for a good purpose. Like the Bible and religion. You have to create a system in order for people to follow. So they can have enough fear, false evidence appearing real, so they can follow your pathology, psychology, philosophy, so they can keep order. We need order, peoples. Order. Order in the motherfucking court, right? All right? But anyway, I better get off of here because I am talking a little bit too much. And I'm not trying to get in trouble with the TikTok because I don't break your policies. You're going to get in trouble for that. Look what I put Elon Musk in the ability to control the TikTok so he could prove a point. And other people's will be following too. Just like Joe versus Wade. My body, my choice. That doesn't even make any sense. That doesn't even make any sense. But of course, you gotta do magic, people. You are magical people. All of you are gods. I love wrestling. Nice talking to you guys. I tell you right now, if you join my Patreon, you join my goddamn YouTube, you'd be much more happier in life. Much more happier. And some people will say this, some people say that. I said, how do you know such a... See, ask a question. Introspective people always win out in the end. Who are you to say that you know this person? You don't know nobody. Socrates said it. Who's right next to Socrates? That's the most wisest person. Merlin, the wizard. Okay, right? Who know Merlin the wizard? Okay, y'all know Merlin the wizard? Right next to Socrates, putting spells on the right people so things can turn out. Because you can't recognize who Merlin is. He's a doppelganger. He can shapeshift into anything he wants. But anyway, what else is there? Socrates, and also the greatest man that ever fucking lived was King Solomon the Great. King Solomon is the only man who stood up to God, because the God that you believe in is a demiurge God. But that's another subject for another day. Another subject for another day, guys. Please understand this, that whatever thing you believe in is all a hypothetical guess. You cannot say mathematics is the universal language of the law. You cannot say that all people of this race, people are this way. And you cannot say that Donald Trump is a bona fide racism. Okay, you can't do it. Okay, you just completely lost me. I'm like, how do you know? Okay, you don't be around the guy. You don't know his plans. You don't know his strategies, right? Well, that's all I really gotta say. Thanks for joining my stream without messing up my stream, guy. Okay, well, I forgot. Let me see. You joined my stream. Okay, got so many people who spoke some stuff here, and I say, okay, let's see. Got Jeremy Johnson. Okay, I followed you already. And if you follow me and you get into my stream, I usually follow you back, okay? So this is how I'm going to do it. As I said before, I posted my YouTube there, and it included my Patreon. I cannot constantly do streams. I'm sorry. I'm on Boogle. I'm on Boogle. But I can't record. The thing I don't like about Boogle versus TikTok. Boogle would not strike you as much. They're not going to be like, oh, you said some derogatory word, okay? I'm like, dude, you should be able to say any word you want. It's explicit. When it's explicit, you should label it. And then that's how TikTok and every platform should do it. But if you say certain words, I think someone on the other side is getting offended. And they'll tag it because you said one word. Because they don't know what a comedian is. They're stick in the muds, okay? They're EPCs, emotional douchebags, EDBs. The old folks usually say, ED and NPCs is the new term, right? Non-playable characters. They can't think outside the box. The older way version was EDBs, emotional douchebags. Okay? I know I'm coming from the era where certain words and nitty-gritties come from, because I'm Gen X, babies. I know what I'm talking about, okay? And I love wrestling. I love the soap opera type shit. I know that's real when they be slamming their bodies up on that mat, on that platform up there. Okay, and that shit be vibrating, poof, and some of the nails need to get a little loose. They gotta tighten them bolts up on that ring, okay? Because that shit be crazy. Sometimes accidents be happening. They do get cut, okay? But I'm more of a I like UFC though, because the UFC is a little bit bare knuckle. I like bare knuckle, okay? Brute strength, okay? Sometimes they gotta take in precautions. The real wrestlers have to take precautions not to hurt the other mate on purpose, So you gotta do certain movements professionally so they won't hurt each other. But anyway, I'm glad you came into the video without messing my video up. And I get scared when people join my live stream. I get scared, man, and say, I say you don't know what you're talking about. And they start showing strap-ons and stuff in my video or something like that. This used to happen on StreamYard. I used to do live. But people would take advantage of that shit and get me banned. Because I would be like, why you show that on my fucking YouTube? Why you show that on my stream? I hate that. When you can't win an argument, they try to destroy you, man. I'm like, so I gotta be careful who I join on there, man. I gotta be careful. Other than that, guess what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna post this on my YouTube, which is Monty's Knowledge 9, okay? Other than that, okay, I usually don't have arguments with people because I make a valid point at all times because I'm older than you, okay? And let me see. And let's see. I gotta put that there. My YouTube is Monty's Knowledge 9. eccentric, esoteric, sinless, godlike indigo child. You never heard of that before? I'm always moving around when I'm talking because I know what I'm talking about. And if you try me, okay, you should start asking me questions. That's where you learn at, guys. Start asking questions. Become more logical. Because when I was younger, I got smacked a lot. I got smacked a lot for asking questions about Jesus. And then I realized that Jesus was black. And then how can people take advantage and understand that Jesus was black? And if he comes down as a black person, as a matter of fact, Jesus already came here. There was a Jesus type that came here, and they killed him off in 1969. Yep. But then he left a message, though. And, I remember the story very well. He said that, you kill me, you're not going to stop them. I said, who is them? I said, who's coming to this planet? Will I be able to see them one day? They're going to be black as hell. That's what he said. You can't kill our body. You can kill our bodies, but you can't spill it. You can't kill our knowledge. You can't to wipe you out. Whoever you are, okay? Because there's other races amongst us. We should know that. But anyway, that's all I really got to say, guys, because I talk very quickly. I'm not trying to get banned here off of the TikTok, because I talk very esoteric, combination, twist, and everything you don't understand. I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. So far, I've been talking for like, let me see. I hate that. I have to click a button in order to see how long I was talking. Oh, here it is. 31 minutes, guys. This is going to be posted on my YouTube. Other than that, I'm on multitudes of platforms. And TikTok tends to take certain words out of context. As I repeat again, they will do that because they're not making any money off of you. Or they are. Or they probably be copying you. They're copywriting your shit. They're taking your shit. Be careful. Don't post things. Don't post your shit on the internet so they can steal it. Okay, because someone is going to copy that. Somebody's going to do that, and they're not the real McCoy. Don't judge a book by its cover. Get the chance to read the book, because you're not House. Okay, no one is House. Or what's that TV show that used to come on? And there was a lawyer who can read you from a mile away. He can read a book by its cover because he studied. He studied his works. What was that damn? The Mentalist. Yes, The Mentalist. Yes, The Mentalist in House. Yeah, he can read certain telltale signs, and sometimes he makes slightly mistakes, but he correct them as he go along with the pathology. But y'all guys don't have that ability. And I'm out of here, guys, because going down the rabbit hole, not your asshole. I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. And right now, I gotta try this Metroid remastered version. See what's going on with this. Because I love Metroid. It's definitely better than Halo. When I played Halo, I loved it, but I was like, yo, Metroid, there's an atmospheric. But of course, I can't join you right now. I'm about to get off here. I don't want to talk too much. But you know how to join me. This is very important, guys. If you like my lives, you follow me, you know how to get on the YouTube and everything else like that. I'm sorry, I can't join you right now, but I've been talking for over 10 minutes. And I made 2 valid points. Never judge a book by its cover. Trump is not a racist unless you know him personally. And all white people are not racist. Okay, Roland says lots of stupid things. Lots of people say lots of stupid things. But if you ask them questions, ask them enough questions, you'll break them off. You'll break them off something good. I'm your friendly neighbor Indigo Schizo. The only, one and only. Higher than a Sigma and an Alpha. You can't find a person like me. I'm not being arrogant. I'm just being me. All right. Other than that, peace. Check out my shit down below. Peace.